What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? How are you guys doing on this Thursday, August 4th, 2022? Thank you for joining me once again for another metallic episode of Music of Destruction. Bringing you the very best in metal-related content right here on the only metal channel you need. Upfront, unfiltered, brutally honest, and not going to cater to your fucking sensibilities. If you missed anything in the past week, click the eye, bring down that menu. Everything you need to get caught up is there. Remember to hit that subscribe button down below. Turn on that bell for all notifications. I would sincerely appreciate it. So welcome to Top 15 Thursdays here on the channel tonight. Another awesome episode for you guys in this series. Going to be getting back to doing regions as I go up to 2022 and beyond. We'll be doing countries again. But tonight I am doing my top 15 metal albums of 2004. And yes, we've entered the 2000s. Really great era for metal. There was some great black metal, funeral doom metal. There's the new wave of traditional heavy metal, the new wave of thrash metal and bands like that. Lots of great stuff coming out in the sludge genre as well. Awesome stuff, man. Really happy to see so many bands firmly establishing themselves during this time period. All right, let's just get into it. Coming in at number 15, Norwegian black Viking metal legends Enslaved with Issa, released in 2004 on Taboo Recordings. This is an incredible, epic, atmospheric, battle-driven Viking black metal album. Enslaved are masters at what they do. There's some incredible atmospheres here and soundscapes, very serene and isolated, like it separates you from modern times. This is a return to primitivism, and I really enjoy that a lot about this album. There's some amazing decisions in terms of songwriting, compositional structure, and framework. Very awesome production. It's not too clean. It's not super raw. I love raw production, but this is a really great, well-rounded album from Enslaved. You're going to find something awesome on every track for this release. Yeah, Enslaved, Issa gets number 15. Coming in at number 14, Finnish black metal legends Behexen with By the Blessing of Satan, released in 2004 on Woodcut Records. Finnish black metal. These guys are awesome. Behexen is a band that I feel gets overlooked by bands like Sargeist and stuff like that. Beharit is up there as well, but Behexen's By the Blessing of Satan really deserved to make this list. Very underrated album in my opinion. There's some great evil atmosphere on here. Very cold, bleak, isolated and misanthropic, but very dark and evil sounding as well, especially when it comes to the guitar work and the shrill vocals, and the absolute raw production of this really suits this album well. Woodcut Records is a good label for that. Behexen's By the Blessing of Satan gets number 14. Coming in at number 13, Polish death thrash metal legends Vader with the Beast, released in 2004 on Metal Blade Records. A lot of people didn't think this was a very stellar Vader album. I think it's a really good Vader album. It's not one of their absolute masterpieces, but it's fucking Vader. They don't have a bad album. And with how unique Vader is with that Polish death thrash metal fusion, I felt like this album really needed to be talked about in this video. The Beast is a very bestial album. It's fast, raw, aggressive, dominant, emotional. There's some great lyricism, amazing songwriting here, great instrumentation. It's fucking Vader with the Beast. It gets number 13. Awesome album. Coming in at number 12, Esoteric Subconscious Dissolution into the Continuum, UK Funeral Doom Death Metal Legends, released in 2004 on Season of Mist Records. This is a very strange album. There's a lot of surrealistic, nightmarish-inducing atmosphere here. There's some serene atmosphere, some melancholy, some despair, but also a lot of beauty and ugliness simultaneously. It's a very juxtaposing album and jarring album in terms of different mood shifts and things of that nature. But the atmosphere here is very cohesive and very solid and held together very well. It's a very dark, ominous release, and it will take you into many different corridors of the subconscious mind. It's fucking awesome. Esoteric Subconscious Dissolution into the Continuum gets number 12. Coming in at number 11, Atmospheric Black Doom Metal Legends from Germany with The Ruins of Beverast, Unlock the Shrine, released in 2004 on Van Records. I did do a review of this band. I forget the name of the album now, but this is a very unique band. This is extremely otherworldly. It's very unique. It's very jarring. It's a very atmospheric and very dark, ominous, melancholic, but also extremely mysterious, very esoteric, and very compelling. For its entire duration, this is a very powerful release. From the ruins of Beverast. If you haven't heard this band, you are missing out. One of the most unique bands in German atmospheric black doom metal gets number 11. Coming in at number 10, German black metal legends Darkened Nocturne Slaughter Cult, of course female fronted, with Nocturnal March, released in 2004 on Propaganda Records. This is one of their most dark, misanthropic, powerful, evil occult releases. Extremely atmospheric, nightmarish, very, very bleak and cold, but also very alien-like in terms of like the way the songs go, the way the song structuring is. And the compositional framework here is truly bewildering and definitely something to marvel at. Dark and Nocturne Slaughter Cult's an awesome band. I have to get some of their stuff. Nocturnal March, one of their best fucking releases. Coming in at number 9, Swedish death metal legends Vomitory with Primal Massacre, released in 2004 on Metal Blade Records. I had forgotten all about this album and this band for quite a while. I don't know why, but Vomitory are an amazing Swedish death metal band. There's a lot of atmosphere in this. It's not just straight visceral violence, though that is there, but Primal Massacre has something very primitive about it. The production is not super clean. It's very unpolished, but there's like this buzzsaw production that kind of reminds you of Swedish black metal, and the blast beats here are fucking insane. The emotion here is visceral rage and disgust. And Vomitory's Primal Massacre has some of the best instrumentation I've heard on a Swedish death metal album. Definitely going to be getting a Vomitory shirt and all of their albums, because Vomitory fucking rules. Primal Massacre is amazing. Check it out. Coming in at number 8, USA death metal legends Malevolent Creation with War Cult, released in 2004 on Nuclear Blast Records. As you've seen in my Malevolent Creations albums ranked video, they don't have a bad album. This one kind of met in the middle for me. It's very, very good. It's powerful, emotional, fast, aggressive, raw, dominant, and fucking USA death metal, man. This is New York death metal, but in the they went to Florida, but it still has that East Coast influence. And Malevolent Creation, one of the most unique bands in death metal, and this album had to make the list. Number 8, War Cult from Malevolent Creation. Coming in at number 7, USA groove metal band Damage Plan with Newfound Power, released in 2004 on Elektra Records. A lot of people shit on this album. I don't know why. They say it's got a new metal sound. I don't really hear that. The vocalist is not my favorite, but he does an adequate job. But it's Dimebag Daryl Abbott and Vincent Paul Abbott with Damage Plan, and it's one of the most unique releases of 2004, one of the most powerful, one of the most emotional, and it's fucking Dime and Vinny. And if you don't respect the shit out of this album and actually enjoy it, I don't know what the fuck is wrong with you, because this is some awesome stuff. Damage Plan's Newfound Power gets number 7. Coming in at number 6, USA depressive black metal legend Chrome, A World Through Dead Eyes, released in 2004 on Vicious Records. This is a very unique release. This is atmospheric, black, bleak, cold, doomish. There's a lot of atmospheric textures in here, and it's very, very hypnotic and trance-inducing stuff. Ice fucking cold, misanthropic, depressive black metal here from Chrome. Need to get some of his stuff. He's one of my favorite within the United States black metal scene. This is some awesome stuff. Chrome, A World Through Dead Eyes gets number 6. Coming in at number 5, USA heavy power metal legends Dio with Master of the Moon. I had to put this in the list. It's Ronnie James Dio. It's Master of the Moon. It has some of his fastest songs, but some of his more slower, epic, heavy metal, powered, metal-driven stuff. And it's an extremely poignant record in terms of message and lyricism. There is some amazing bangers on here, but there's also some really awesome slower power metal epics that almost approach ballady at times, but they're not, because they're not about love, obviously. But yeah, Master of the Moon is one of Dio's best albums, and rest in peace, Ronnie James Dio, Master of the Moon gets number 5. Coming in at number 4, Swedish black metal legends Marduk with Plague Angel, the album that would introduce Mortus into the fold of Marduk's now incredible leap forward in terms of musicianship. Plague Angel is one of their best albums. It's so fast, it's so dark, aggressive, destructive, hateful, and fucking evil, man. It's fucking Marduk with Plague Angel. That's what's playing in the audio and on the screen in the background there. I had to include this. Marduk, one of my favorite bands, and Plague Angel, one of the best fucking albums of 2004, and this album sounds exactly like what the title is. It's a fucking Plague Angel of Destruction. Gets number 4. Coming in at number 3, USA depressive black metal band Draugr with Weathering the Curse. Released in 2004 on Moribund Records. One-man black metal from San Francisco, California, and he took influences from many different one-man bands, including Burzum, but he has his own sound. This is like a bastard child of Leviathan and Xasthur in a lot of ways, but it's very unique, but it's a lot more raw, and it's like more primitive in ways, and it's held off unfucking hinged. Weathering the Curse I own on vinyl and CD. I also have a Weathering the Curse shirt from Draugr as well. Really amazing stuff, man. If you want to know what the King's Vizier of USA depressive black metal would be, Draugr. Make sure you get it. Weathering the Curse gets number 3. Coming in at number 2, USA depressive black metal band, once again with Leviathan, Tentacles of Horror. I just reviewed Scar-Sighted. You can check that out right up there in the corner of the screen. Tentacles of Horror, man, his follow-up to the 10 sub-level of Suicide. No less suicidal, hateful, misanthropic, or bleak. This is cold and just straight to the throat. It's not going to make you feel good. At the end of the day, it's rest, and his mental anguish and pain is fully on display here in all of its brutal, suicidal grandeur. It's a very fast and heavy, aggressive Leviathan album, but it's also dark, ambient, and surrealistic and alien, and very ice cold. It's fucking Leviathan's Tentacles of Horror gets number 2. Coming in at number 1, USA depressive black metal legend Xasthur, Telepathic with the Deceased, released in 2004 on Moribund Records. Now, I know he did do To Violate the Oblivious this year as well, but I feel like this album is Malefic's darkest release. This is some of his most incredible, emotionally draining, hopeless, nihilistic, misanthropic, and suicidally dead, supernaturally dead, just ice cold nothingness is what's encapsulated here atmospherically. It's a top-notch black metal release, and if you know Malefic and you know Xasthur, then there's nothing else really to say. It's the best album he's ever done, in my opinion, next to Nocturnal Poisoning. Telepathic with the Deceased gets number 1. Absolutely awesome. Alright, there you have it, another top 15 in the books here on the channel. Hope you enjoyed the premiere tonight. If you're new, hit that subscribe button down below. Turn on that bell for all notifications. Teespring merch available, link in the description. Girlfriend working on new campaign designs on bonfire.com/store/music-of-destruction, as well as my set. It's going to be awesome. Join the channel, become an MOD Elite, get awesome perks at $4.99 per month. Hit the join button, you get access to exclusive content, review requests within reason, band interviews and promotions if you have a band, collaborations if you have a metal YouTube channel, and if you're a metal YouTuber, I'll help you with thumbnails, tagging, and titling. Have an awesome night. Thank you for watching. We'll see you for Metal Album Warfare Fridays. Hails.